Hmm.
Every wedding begins with a yes, and then comes 1,000 questions. What time is the rehearsal? Where's the venue? Did we book the photographer? Who's bringing the rings? Right now, every one of those questions goes to one phone, at every hour, from everyone. Wedboard changes that. One shared space, your whole wedding party. Every plan, every detail, every answer, in one place. Anyone can ask, anyone can find, anyone can help. So when the big day comes, the people you love are finally there with you, not asking you where to be. Wedboard, your wedding, not your second job.
So, hi everyone, I'm Harsh. Before we tell you what we built, we want you to hear why we built it directly from the people who are living the problem. So, we interviewed couples, planners, family members across the weddings ecosystem. The same story kept coming back. Wedding planning isn't broken because the tools are bad. It's broken because no tool was ever designed for a group. 15 people, 18 months, $30,000 on the line, and everyone is working from a different version of truth. This is Jacob. He just got engaged. Listen to what happened in the moment he tried planning with his partner.
Using the Thuzilla and the Knot, like kind of going through the budgeting, the whole planning and everything, because it only really allows me just to message the vendors, but doesn't really let me kind of coordinate everything all together in one place. Kind of just like coordinate by myself through each vendor, and then with an AI, I feel like it would be helpful to have a kind of like a wedding planner in a sense doing it instead of me and my fiance trying to plan everything ourselves. Assisting you,
So Jacob used Zola, one of the biggest platforms out there, and the very first thing he hit was he couldn't even coordinate with his fiance. That's not a feature gap. That's the whole product missing the point. And it's not just couples. Listen to Erin and Sterling. They're further along in planning.
To extend upon the confusion that you mentioned, what we have in our tool built in is role-based like delegation. So we could assign different roles to our different family members, and that is how we basically offload the wedding work, like the planning work, to different family members, and yet to not make them.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea that you
Okay.
can, ultimately the bride or groom or whoever's getting married can toggle between who has viewing capabilities or access to certain things. You're right. Like
Mhm.
maybe they don't want, someone to see a budget, or you don't need, yes, I really think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay.
Budget chaos, family fights, decision made twice because nobody remembered what was agreed last week. There's no shared memory anywhere in this process. Now, here's the part that surprised us. We expected couples to be frustrated. We didn't expect the professionals to be just as frustrated. Meet Jane. She's a working wedding planner.
We've spent around $20,000, a little more than $20,000 on the platform. But now I'm wondering if, if we had spent those dollars elsewhere in another way, like if we would have seen a bigger return. So I am considering, or maybe the last year and a half, and the inquiries I receive, I feel are just not qualified leads anymore. And I think I would prefer people who come to our website, who find us on through our website or Instagram or however else they're searching for vendors.
So we also got Jacob to test the app, and here's his opinions on the prototype.
You would have imagine you would go to have an app that would have like an AI agent, and the moment you would prompt it, it would probably give you like the best three matches or the best three contenders. Would that at this point would serve as a feature for you?
Yeah, definitely, because it's hard organizing everything and then trying to pull from different areas within like my thought process of like everything I've had to go through with like emails, messages, and kind of having everything centralized into like one app would be very nice. And then AI being able to recall some of the things I might have forgotten about.
Okay, so now Bhargav will show you why this is also one of the biggest opportunities sitting in plain sight. Over to you.
Thank you, Harsh. I'm Bhargav, and I'm the business. I'm seeing the business side. So let me show you what wedding tech market actually looks like. There are four jobs as a couple needs to be done. One's discovery, commerce, guests, and coordination. And then there's a fifth job emerging, which is AI right now. Look at the side. So if you see here, the Knot, Zola, Joy, Wedding Wire, every single major player is fighting over first three. So discovery, commerce, and guests, these are the main contenders between these markets. That's where the money has historically been. So that's where everyone is clustered. But look at the right side. Coordination and AI completely unclaimed, zero players, and coordination is the thing every single person we interviewed said was broken. So that is not a feature gap, that's a category gap. Even if you look at the market comparison right down here, let's look at the incumbents more closely because this tell you why the gap exactly exists. So look at the Knot, for example. 45 million users, 141 million in revenue, almost a million vendor listings, massive. But the business model is vendor subscriptions. Vendors pay 50 to 1200 per month to be listed, and right now they're sitting on an ongoing lawsuit over how that pricing actually works. Even if you refer to Zola, then 14 million users, 600 million in terms of revenue, but notice their entire revenue comes from registry e-commerce. The planning tool exists to funnel the gift registry, but that's their business. Now, Joy, on the other hand, 3 million users, roughly 7 million in terms of revenue. It's a free platform and is focused on guest experience. One thing that I was generally astonished about is even Joy being like the free tier version of everything, still manages to like get 7 million. So you could imagine like how big the market is. Now, three completely different revenue models, and not one of them is actually built to coordinate the planning process. The planning tool is a loss leader for every incumbent. That's why nobody has solved it for now. But here we have the numbers that would make sense to you. So 93% of the couples have never used AI to plan their weddings. This is not me, this is a source, the Knot survey in 2024. That's not a small that's not a small gap. That's an entire generation of customers waiting for the right product. That's a market gap. Our commission rate, if we plan to do 8 to 12% versus other contenders, that's 20 to 30%. We still have the lead. That's a structural pricing advantage, and we can actually offer low commission rates just because we do not charge the vendors. That's a strategy difference. Now, customer acquisition cost, CAC, is less than $40 because it's driven by search engine optimization, SEO, and vendor referrals. Because every vendor we sign brings their couples, every couples brings their vendors. So it's a vice versa relationship. LTV to CAC is 6 to 1. Market expects 3 to 1, so this is a very good ratio. 7 to 75% is the gross margin, and the monthly return rate that we have, that's a break-even rate is 600,000. This isn't the moonshot. The market is genuinely huge. The incumbents are vulnerable, and the unit economies work. Moving on, I'd now like Nishkarsh to present to you the technical demo and to help you see how we exactly deliver the product. Over to you, Nishkarsh.
Thanks, Bhargav. I am Nishkarsh and I lead product. Before the tech, here's what we built on both sides of the marketplace. For couples, ask anything. We give cited answers. We have shared space. We have smart timeline. For vendors, we have verified profiles, no pay to rank, a contract co-pilot that helps draft and review. The whole thing is private, role-based, and always in sync. Next slide.
Sorry.
Okay, so our wetboard is made defensible by three features. One is cohort scoped RAG. Every wedding gets its own wedding vector space. Your data stays yours. Second is role-based delegation. It is like different members of the wedding party get different views and different permissions. Third is vendor co-pilot and flagging. A vendor co-pilot that flags risk in contracts before the couple signs. So for the technical architecture, here's how it works under the hood. I will keep this short. On the client side, a Next.js web app handles uploads and queries. Socket.io is for real-time updates. It hits our fast API backend, which orchestrates the AI pipeline through LangChain and OpenAI and Pinecone. So for OpenAI for embeddings and GPT-4o for reasoning and Pinecone is for our vector database. The whole stack is built to scale horizontally. Let me show you what that actually looks like. Hello everyone, this is the technical demo of Redboard. As you can see, this is the landing page of Redboard. As you can see, we can just click on see how it works and it will show us a technical demo of how our AI assistant is in motion. The next thing is this is like how it works. We have reviews, we have FAQs for our website, and then we can just start planning free. So for start planning free, we can be a couple or be a vendor that has joined our website. For now, I will just sign in that an account that I had created for couples. The username is Polsky, which is the surname of my friend, and we have password as well. Then you can see we have messages. We have 4 conversations with vendors going on. Let's say Golden Hour Studio. Right now we have a conversation going on with Golden Hour Studio. We can use AI in the chat conversation in between. Ask them how like Christian Golden Hour Studio impacts our budget. Everything. We can just start a new chat by finding these new vendors that are available according to our location, New York. We can change the location. Let's say Los Angeles. So we will get vendors that are in Los Angeles. Okay. Next thing is that we have seating plan. We can import a list of our guest list and just have everyone seated accordingly the way it is given in list. You can edit the name of the table. You can have the number of seats on a table, everything that for your seating plan. The next thing is card generator. You can have place card, you have thank you card, you have menu card, you have invitation, everything in different colors. Everything can be generated on this application itself with a curated message. Then we have party members where you can just add a member who is like a best man. You will add his information, everything information, the note will be gone to his email and his number will be told to like join Wedboard and perform his duties that are needed for the wedding. The next thing is we have a budget. Let's say our set budget for right now is $30,000. We can add expenses like venue, $1,000. Then we have a checklist that we have to complete for our wedding checklist. Then we have AI assistant where we can ask, hello, I'm your AI wedding planner. You can just add everything in it, every document, and it will answer according to the document that you have given. You have date timeline, you have right vows, and every command that you can give. And if you need a customized AI, you can just configure AI and add your own key. You have knowledge base where you can like add your vendors documents, everything like schedule or thank you cards, everything in knowledge base. Write a review for our website. We have managed vendors. This is everything that our website manages. Hopefully this is a good technical demo for everyone. Thank you.
That was it. Thank you very much. I hope you like the presentation. See ya.